Hey guys, Adrian here from Bonnet Fabrication. Behind me we've got Danny's 2023 Hilux Rogue, completed about 2 years ago now. He's just come back in, get some bits and pieces done. Thought we'd run you guys through it and see what you think. Come along. So Danny's got a split door on this side and a single door on the other side. At this side we've got the dog box, and then we've just got a storage section, same on the other side, which we'll show you. He's gone with the color match from the car, the 2-pack. So this is all 2-pack, the doors, the flare, the infill panels, and then we've got the powder coated texture black tray there. We actually as well, because we were doing the color coded flares at the back, we actually took the front flares off as well, and we got them painted at the same time. It just gives it a nice cleaner flow, and it looks, I think, how it should come out from factory. I'll open this one up and I'll show you guys inside. So like I said, this is just mainly storage. We've got our lights on the door, central locking, which we do on all our builds, connected to your factory key. Also that we've got sensors on these doors so that if he opens this up, it's going to come up in the car that he's got a door open. If he tries to drive off, it's going to stop him from hitting a tree or his garage or anything like that. Also the benefit of that is that it's going to also hook up to the factory alarm. So if someone comes along and breaks this door open, opens up when the car's locked, his alarm's going to go off. So it's a massive benefit of having those sensors on there. We've mainly got just blank space in here. We've got an Anderson plug on the side because he puts another fridge in here. And then we've got 240 volt power point. We're real empty setup, blank canvas. Danny said he wanted to sort of, use it, see how he goes. He's a cabinet maker by trade. So he said, if I want to put some extra drawers in there, I'll do that myself. So over here to the dog box side, but inside the dog box. So up here, guys, something we do just, try and think that next step, what could go wrong, what could happen. So in this dog box, obviously he's got his dog in there. She could get a little bit restless in the car ride and want to chew any wiring or the lock or just hurt herself or anything like that. So we make this cover plate here. So it's going to cover all that and, keep it in harm. We've got a removable cover plate on here as well. So that way, when the dog's not in there, people can't reach their hands in there and things like that. He's got storage up here. This is a gun box we've made for him. So he said he wanted that extra storage up there, put his guns in there when he goes shooting. And then down to our electrical section. Down to the electrical, my specialty. So what we've got here, we've got a Multiplus compact you can see on the left. That's a 1400 watt inverter charger. What that does is he'll be able to use 1400 watts of power for his 240 volt appliances. And he's also got the benefit of being able to plug in from any mains power. It'll charge his battery, but not only that, it'll swap the power points over to running off whatever mains power is off. So then he's not really limited to what you can run, apart from what cable we've run. Got a RCB up the top there, you can't really see a bit out of the picture. This is a DC to DC charger, the Orion Tri-Smart. So that's charging, essentially it's his DC to DC charger, charging from the car while he's driving. And then we've got the solar charger up there. We've got 2 solar panels on the roof for this, 200 watt solar panels. We've done flat ones with junction boxes underneath them. We've done them like that, so that way, if he is putting anything on the roof, he's not gonna snag them, he's not gonna catch them, they sit flush. Now we know that you're gonna get less, they're not gonna work as well essentially, being flat to the roof like that. They do like airflow underneath them, but you are still gonna get solar coming in through there. And we spoke to him, and the benefit that he wanted was that he wanted the solar, but he didn't want to be able to have to, worry about if he's putting anything on the roof, snagging them, breaking them. So it's beneficial that we can have them roof like that. It just outweighs losing that bit of performance. Our MPS 200 amp hour battery. Again, because we do these systems completely custom, whatever fits, we make work. We try and work with, okay, we ask the customer, what do you want? What do you need to use? Like, he doesn't need a 3000 watt inverter. We spoke to Danny, he said, what do you need to use and things like that. And we worked off that. So a lot of places will go, yeah, this is our package. You get a 2000 or 3000 watt inverter. You get this much charging, blah, blah, blah. We spoke to him. We said, what are you actually going to use this battery system for? And we work off that, The MPS battery, fantastic Australian-made product. It's a good slim battery, 200 amp hours. It's actually got a high output. You can actually run a bigger inverter than that. But like I said, that's what he needed. And then we've got the little shunt in the bottom corner there, which runs our monitor on the other side. And this is all Bluetooth, all the Victron stuff. It's all Bluetooth, connects to your phone. Anything that's happening there on the screen, anything like that, you can see on your phone as well. I've been using Victron for years now. They're the best of the best. Rear drawer now. So Danny's gone with a 900 rear drawer. Now we've done that to allow for a water tank. He's got a 75 litre water tank which mounts in front of that, which you can see the outlet is right there, and that is a pumped water tank. So you hit that button and out comes the water over our factory floor. This also has a lid on it. So for good storage and things like that. And also guys, you get a bit of a workspace when you're out camping using on top of here. The other thing is this is locked in. So if you're on a hill, you don't have to worry about, you know, that just sliding back in. It's locked in, you just disengage the pins on the side and she closes. It's around the back of the car now. Again, us being fully custom, a lot of benefits, guys. We can pick whatever lights you want. We've gone with the Nava Model 57s here. I think really complement the car nicely. This black panel that a lot of people ask us about here in the corner is the factory blind spot monitor relocated there. Another big difference with us, a lot of companies will fit them underneath the car. We know you guys use these off-road, take them off-road, four-wheel driving. If that's underneath the car, not long before you knock it off, you know. We've spent a lot of time developing this system that, you know, works perfectly with the blind spot monitor. We've not had any issues, going on 4 years now. Yes, we've also got our rear sensors. That's obviously just factory rear sensors from Toyota, relocated into the tray there too. That's all that bottom section. Further up, he's got his ladder. This is a pretty standard ladder. You've seen our other variants of this, which can have the hot water system. This one's a standard ladder. We've got our camera in the badge here. Now that's going to link up to his rear view mirror essentially. So a lot of the, you know, disadvantage of having a full canopy, you can't see out the back of your windshield anymore. So we put a camera in there, we hook that up to the rear view mirror. It's a full mirror. That's actually a built-in dash cam as well. So it's going to record front and rear. So you get a couple benefits out of that. With our ladder, you open that up. We've got a standard ladder then that you can climb to the roof. We've made it a bit wider, grip tape on the rungs, so that way you can actually climb up and not slip off. And also it locks in a position about here. If I get that pin in there, there we go. And you can chuck firewood on it. It's got 2 pins both sides, firewood, and strap it over the top. Because once again, full canopy, you don't have a little bit of tray space to put your firewood, you've got that. I'll go through some exterior features with you guys that make us stand out a bit from the rest. So one thing we do is there's no external welds on these doors. You'll look closely, it's just, we want one flat panel, you know, you don't want to see any welds, you don't want to see any rivets or anything like that. You don't see that on your car, so we think, why should you see that on your canopy? So we've got his big single door here, and then we've got our smaller boxes underneath. That's his fuel filler, that's relocated from factory. Another thing as well, we'll hide it. They hide it from factory, why not hide it after? You don't really want that on the exterior. That's just the front infill panel. We've got his flares here, obviously widened out to match the front of the car, and even the fold lines. So we always match these fold lines up with the body lines, guys. That's why every single tray and canopy is different. Every car is different. The tray and canopy should suit the car. So you'll notice on all our builds, the fold lines are different. Same with the height. We spoke today, he said, what are you gonna do on the roof? How high do you want it? Things like that. And he said he's gonna put a rhino rack. So we said, all right, we'll make it the roof racks match up with the rhino rack. And that way there's never gonna be, you know, any indiscrepancies. If you put something long on the car, you're not gonna worry about it overhanging or, you know, easy to tie down, things like that. Running this side, he's got his fridge there, so that's an 85 litre Bushman's fridge. And then we've got our various power points on the side here. We've got some USB chargers, C points, Anderson plug, a Victron battery monitor. The electrical will run you through soon. And yeah, like we said, this blank canvas here really to see how he uses it, how he gets along, and go from there. Just focusing on our door a bit, guys. So we've got the double fold here. We've got the steel there, we've got the fold again. We've got our 3-point locking system, as I said before, with the central locking. We've also got guides in here, so this is another small detail that we put in. It stops that rattle when you close the door, which I don't really like hearing that. Our lights, they swivel on a pole, so you don't have to go put them lights on the canopy and everything like that. Like you swivel there, you'll see outside, swivel there, we'll see in. Up under the bonnet now, guys, and you're probably thinking, why are we actually looking under the bonnet? You're a tray and canopy manufacturer. Well, guys, yeah, we build trays and canopies, but you know, we build your dream. And when we talk about that, we want to do everything. We want to say, okay, hey, what else do you need? Let's not forget something. Are you thinking of doing something else at the same time? Like, let's save you some money. Let's do it all together, and it'll also be neater. So with Danny now, he's gone for a light bar between the grill here. And not only that, he said eventually he's gonna need a bull bar, but for now we're gonna put the light bar at the bottom between the grill. He can swap that out later, put on the bull bar, put some spotties on, the wiring's all rated for that. Then we've got his twin compressor. We've got an ARB twin compressor we've mounted under here, and we've run that outlet in the rear box at the back. And we've got a light bar on the roof between his roof rack, and we've got a UHF aerial here mounted on the bonnet. Obviously, same thing, didn't have a bull bar. What can we do? Let's put a UHF aerial on the bonnet there. Up to our roof, guys. So, as I spoke before about the solar panels, this is our 200 watt solar panels, junction box underneath. We just have a flat surface here. You're not going to break anything by chucking something on the roof. The roof rack system. This is something, again, that we've designed. So these roof racks are removable. So you can actually remove these racks, and we have the same attachments that will attach to the bottom of your rooftop tent. So we've got the option of having a removable rooftop tent if you want. And that's something we've been doing on a lot of our canopies so far. It just gives that people, you know, that customization in the future. Your camping setup might change. You know, using a swag now, you might be using a rooftop tent in the future, you never know. That's it, guys. That's Danny's Hilux Rogue build. If you have any questions, let us know. Put them in the comments below. Tell us what you think of it. If you liked it, what you don't like, let us know. And yeah, look forward to more videos to come.